University Television Studio, this is Xavier News. Your campus, your region, your world. This is Xavier News.
Good afternoon, everyone. Today is January 31st. My name is Owen Gorsa.
And my name is Hannah Wolke. Welcome back to Xavier News. For OSI Food Truck Friday, Sea Cuisine will be serving banh mi, a Vietnamese sandwich and meat and vegetables served on a short baguette. Food is free and limited to the first 175 students. See you at the North Yard by the Scales of Justice.
Asian American Students in Action is hosting their Lunar New Year Gala this Friday. Celebrate the Lunar New Year with your fellow Muskies while enjoying food, music, and trivia. You might even walk away with a prize. 2025 is the year of the snake, symbolizing renewal and personal growth, among other positive traits. You can register for free on Engage XU and join the festivities in a Ripley overlook on the first floor of Gallagher at 6 p.m. See you there!
The lineup for the Over the Rhine Film Festival was announced on Wednesday. Past films shown have been included Best Picture winner Coda, A Slice of Pie, A Love Story, made by Xavier's own Bliss DeVault. The festival will happen from March 6th to 8th. It was named one of the 25 coolest film festivals in the world and is the nation's first film festival centered around disability diversity.
Here is a fun little scoop for the week. Skyline Chili and Grater's Ice Cream collaborated together for Chili Spiced Ice Cream. The ice cream, dubbed the Big Scoop, is available in all participating Skyline locations. It features Skyline's signature spice as well as oyster crackers. The Big Scoop seems to taste similar to pie. Will you try it out?
Last week, Oscar nominations were announced, and there's a lot of discourse over the internet. The three movies leading the way are Emily Perez with a whopping 13 nominations, with The Brutalist and Wicked tying for 10 nominations respectively. You can tune in to see who will win on March 2nd, streaming live on Hulu with Conan O'Brien hosting.
At the Holocaust and Humanities Center in Union Terminal, they were recognizing International Holocaust Remembrance Day by allowing all guests free entry for the month of January. The center has various exhibits featuring survivor stories, historical artifacts, interactive displays, and educational programs to highlight the Holocaust's impact and importance. One of the features in the center is of an AI figure of a survivor named Henry Fenikel, who answers questions you ask him. The center also shows how the trains at Union Terminal were a symbol of hope for survivors because they would go there to rebuild their lives right here in Cincinnati.
Recently, Spirit Airlines updated their dress code policy for travelers on the budget airline. Spirit says that passengers can be removed from a flight if they are barefoot, inappropriately clothed, or too smelly. The airline says it will not tolerate clothing that is obscene or offensive in nature. Spirit did not release a statement as to why they amended their dress code, but they did experience a wardrobe malfunction.
The Greatest Showman himself, Hugh Jackman, returns to Broadway at the Radio City Music Hall this year with an unforgettable musical performance. His musical show, From New York with Love, opened last Friday, featuring songs from some of his most iconic shows, such as The Boy from Oz and The Music Man, alongside many more. Even his superhero co-star, Ryan Reynolds, made an appearance at the show. Filled with emotion and heart, Jackman's show has received glowing reviews. The show is set to run until October 4th of this year.
2025 is a big year for music, with many artists coming out with albums soon. On January 1st today, The Weeknd released Hurry Up Tomorrow. On February 21st, Tate McRae will release So Close to What. On March 7th, Lady Gaga will release her new album Mayhem. And finally, on May 21st, Lana Del Rey will release her album Tilted, The Right Person Will Stay.
An energetic Chihuahua who loves to run is sprinting to new horizons. Jelly Bean, a 6-year-old 9-pound Chihuahua mix known for running marathons alongside her owner, Andrew Owens, has already conquered 6 marathons. Owens told the outlet that, after adopting Jelly Bean, she started taking to running as a hobby. It got to the point where Jelly Bean started to run whole marathons with the fastest marathon record so far, was at the Garmin Kansas City Marathon in October, which they completed in 3 hours 47 minutes. Owens, who shares Gilly Bean's latest feats on Instagram, told the outlet that the canine motivated him to compete marathons and noted that she motivates others as well.
Last week in Vienna, Ohio, an animal shelter gave people the opportunity to participate in yoga with some of the adoptable animals. Around 30 people were in attendance and paid a $10 donation fee for the animals. The Animal Welfare League looks into making this a reoccurring event, opening up to anyone over the age of 8. Their social medias will have more information on how to sign up.
WWE is bringing the Royal Rumble to Indianapolis this Saturday. The historic wrestling event is seen as one of the big 4 wrestling events of the year for the company, taking place at Lucas Oil Stadium with Pat McAfee, iShowSpeed, and Kai Cenat set to host the event. This 30-man elimination gauntlet is set to be one for the ages.
Let's take a quick look at what music Xavier students have recently seen live in concert.
Hello everyone, my name is Mary Andorn, and your question of the week this week is, what was the last concert you've attended? Alright, I'm with
Mary Ryan,
Alright, what's the last concert you've attended?
Young Gravy concert.
That's pretty cool, I've never heard of them. Alright, I'm with
Howard Last.
Alright, what's the last concert you've attended?
Bach's Christmas Oratorio at the Cincinnati Symphony.
Alright, I'm with
Owen Judges.
Alright, Owen, what's the last concert you've attended?
I went to a Foo Fighters cover band called The Pretenders.
I've never heard of them, but I do like Foo Fighters. Alright, I'm with
Aziz Samurai.
Alright, what's the last concert you've attended?
It's a concert thrown by the Album Project.
What's the last concert you've attended?
The Morgan Wallen concert.
That's cool.
I went to the AJR concert.
AJR is really cool. What's the last concert you've attended?
The Wooly concert last semester that Xavier provided tickets for.
That's pretty cool.
It was a while back, but it was a Weird Al one where he had like an orchestra.
Hey, orchestras are pretty fire. What's the last concert you guys have attended?
I've never been to one.
Same here, I've never been to one.
I mean, I've never been to one also.
So my last concert I attended, I would count as this morning when I was in my car driving to campus. I was singing Shower by Becky G.
I actually never been to a concert before. I'm still looking for one that kind of fits my vibe, but we'll see what happens. It's a long road ahead.
All right.
So Owen, when was the last concert you were at?
Well, the last concert I went to was this past August when I saw Kansas at Frederick Meyer Gardens in Grand Rapids, Michigan. What was the last concert you went to?
Other than the one that Xavier provided for us, I saw Olivia Rodrigo at Reparano.
Oh, that's so cool. Nice. This past Sunday, we saw the conclusion of the 2025 Australian Open, and boy, was it a fun one. On the men's side, there were plenty of new rising stars that made big moves, as 3 top 10 players were defeated by opponents under 20 years of age. Despite this, the favorite to win the tournament did manage to come out on top, as Jannik Sinner defended his Australian Open title, defeating Alexander Zverev in the final, and showcasing why he is the best player in the world. On the women's side, it appeared as if the world number 1 was also going to defend her title from last year. But in a stunning twist of events, Aryna Sabalenka was defeated in the final by none other than American Madison Keys. Madison Keys finally wins her first Grand Slam after playing professional tennis for over 15 years, showcasing her resiliency and how it's never too late for you to make your mark.
Last Sunday, January 26, marks the 5th year anniversary that shook the sports world to a halt. At the age of 41, basketball legend Kobe Bryant, his 13-year-old daughter Gianna, and 7 others passed away due to a helicopter crash in California. Kobe was considered one of the greatest basketball players of all time. He won 5 NBA championships with the LA Lakers, was a 2-time final MVP, 18-time NBA All-Star, and won MVP back in 2008. His Mamba mentality off the court was just as impactful as if he were on the court. With his Mamba and Mambacita Sports Foundation, we still have the impact Kobe had on all of the sports world. Our thoughts and prayers go out to the victims, of the families and friends.
And with that, that's all from the news desk.
We'll be right back with our weekend weather report after taking a short look at some local rock climbing business.
I like going to the Crux because it's a place for me to kind of reset after a full day of work and a place to, hang out and get a good exercise as well.
Because it's fun. It's a good time with my friends, and I got to trick myself into working out too, so this like jailbreaks my brain into that.
My favorite part about going to the Crux is to, all the people that I get to meet, and I get to hang out with my friends. It's a good, and it's free. That's my favorite part probably.
Really, it was like, dude, I was just drinking a bunch, and like I gained a bunch of weight, and I was like, we can't be having this. It was like a big change in like just my body. I was like, all right, we gotta reel this back in.
I really enjoy the bouldering the most. They've got a lot of different routes that I can progress easily and strengthen my climbing, so it's really the best all around for me. Don't be intimidated by it at all. Like, I started out barely being able to do the beginner routes, and you see a lot of progression very quickly, so just try, because a lot of people, show up and they're a little intimidated by it. They don't try, but that's all you gotta do. Just give it a shot.
I have like a long history of like downhill skating. For me, this is like, safe, controlled environment. There's like pads underneath me. Like, I'm not even worried about it really, because like I'm used to like going 45 miles an hour and there's a car within inches of me. So like, this is like safe for me. Everyone's told me this from the first day I started. Just go up and hang on. Yeah.
Hello everyone, and welcome back to the weekend weather.
Alright, for the duration of today, we're going to have a high of 57 degrees and a low of 43 degrees. And with the rain all gone, it's going to be partially cloudy for the rest of the day. For tomorrow and Saturday, it's going to be a high of 43 degrees and a low of 30 degrees. And it's going to be sunny all day. And then on Sunday, it's going to be a high of 55 degrees and a low of 31 degrees. And it's going to be cloudy all day. At least we're getting some warmer temperatures now. And then we'll be right back with sports with Enzo.
Good afternoon, Muskies. Enzo here, and I'm bringing you your weekly sports report. Let's jump right in with some basketball action. Our men's team had a huge victory last Saturday at Cintas, taking down the Yukon Huskies 76-72. Zach Fremantle and Dalen Swain were the stars of the show, each putting up 15 points, and Davion McKnight chipped in with 11 points and 4 assists, showing some serious court vision. That win was especially sweet after Yukon head coach Dan Hurley made waves with his bold claim, saying, quote, "I'm the best coach in the sport." But as we know, Coach Miller and the Musketeers have a way of proving the critics wrong. Unfortunately, the good vibes didn't carry over to Wednesday as Xavier fell to Creighton, despite solid efforts from Fremantle, Conwell, and Swain. Bring the noise to Cintas for Tuesday's matchup against the Hoyas. On the women's side, it's been a tough week. The Lady Musketeers dropped games to both Marquette and Villanova, but with their talent, it's only a matter of time before they get back on track. Here's to hoping they turn things around in the Big Apple on Sunday versus St. John's. Switching gears to the Super Bowl, it's set. The Philadelphia Eagles will face off against the Kansas City Chiefs in a battle for the championship. The Chiefs are currently 1.5-point favorites, but as you know, these things can go anywhere. Finally, some news out of Bengals HQ. The team has made some fresh hires this week after picking up defensive coordinator Al Golden from Notre Dame. With the Bengals adding defensive line coach Jerry Montgomery from the New England Patriots and linebacker coach Mike Hodges from New Orleans Saints, we're excited to see how these new additions will help build on the Bengals' success moving forward. Keep an eye on those moves in the coming weeks. That's all for this week's Sports Roundup. Thanks for tuning in. I'm Enzo, and we'll be back next week with more highlights. Flex your eggs.